Yo. Yo. Check it out. We back on. It's IFWY. We are the motherfucking brand. So, look, you gonna have to block out the noise. You are gonna have to block out the noise. You don't gotta listen to nobody but yourself and God. And that's just it. When you listen to yourself, or when you listen to what God got to tell you, it's gonna lead you to the perfect situation, which you gotta do every day. We ain't gotta be sitting around wasting our time about nothing. I think I like this better. Let me see. I'm just starting, y'all, so we're gonna have to get this together. But hey, we're gonna make it happen. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna make it happen. But anyway, yeah, you're gonna have to block out the noise and just do you. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't worry about nobody else. These niggas, don't worry about them. Just do you. Whatever you gotta do to keep your brand going, long as you're not hurting nobody, stealing, or not anything like that. Just do you, man. Just do you, because that's the best thing you got going. Because everybody's different. What you want to do ain't what I want to do, and what I want to do ain't what the next person want to do. You know, so best thing, or I could say advice, is just get you a book, get you some get you a book, get you a notebook, and write down that shit and put it together. You know, put it together. Sound like I'm all over the place, cause I am, but by when the time go by and stuff, and you know, as we move on into more and more episodes, hey, I'm not worried about it. We making traction. We putting down we putting a brick down every day. That's what I'm worrying about. So this is IFWY TV, and the IFWY stand for what? I am forever with you. So, like I said, we're going to talk about the fundamentals of just locking in and not thinking about what people think about. Not worrying about what people think. I'm not worried about what nobody think. They can say what they want. Most people that's talking not doing. You can talk and do at the same time, but most people that's talking, they not doing. They just running their mouth. You know what I'm saying? Just bumping their gums. So when you doing things like that, you just gotta stay head down, and focus, because the person who's more silent tends to win, because you're more focused. You ain't got to entertain all the outside noise, because besides the outside noise of we just gonna say people who talk, people who make distractions, you still have more outside noise. You know, you might have things that's it's just gonna always be something. So you just gonna have to stay focused and stay ready. And we get into the bag every day. You know what I'm saying? Just get to the bag. Don't worry about how it's gonna get done. Just do it. And I kind of understand that, because I used to be wanting to have it perfect. Being a Virgo, wanting to have it perfect and trying to get it done. And like, don't worry about that. Just get it done. Just get on the mic. Just talk. You know, get it done. One down. You know, one down. So, you know, I think we should all have a plan of execution. You know what I'm saying? You gotta make sure this is what you want. I believe everybody have a plan. Everybody should have a plan. That's the only way. You have to have a plan, even if it's one or two things. Start with those, and then add one or two more, and then add one or two more, and just keep going. You know, I'm addicted to the process. You know, I believe being addicted to the process, that you can achieve anything that you want. You know. So, with that said, it's just things that, man, we gonna keep going because I keep like this, like my second stream right now. So, and I just woke up not too long ago. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even brush my teeth yet. I was just trying to get back to the grind. You know what I'm saying? So we could keep the momentum going. So, but it's gonna go. Every day we jumping on this, and we dropping them, putting it in, putting that work in. But you gotta block out the noise. You got to block out the noise. The noise is like, you know how, I'm trying to think. You know how you got like a paper cut on your finger or something, and it don't really hurt, but it's irritating. Maybe sweat getting in it or whatever. That's how the noise be sometimes. You know, you just gotta just like deal with it and just block it out. You know, and just keep going. And just, that's what you gotta do. That's all I know to do right now. Take your ideas, you know, turn them into a vision. If you got an idea, try it. You know what I'm saying? Don't just like let your idea go past you. I believe God give us these ideas to get us closer to our goal. And then when you don't get on your idea, you always look up and see somebody else doing it. So God just says, hey, you didn't want that idea, I'll give it to somebody else. And, you know, so these ideas that you get, that you manifest on, or that you vision, or that you had inspiration from, you just gotta keep being consistent with it. And being consistent contains like doing the knowledge about it, putting in the work. That's definitely living it, breathing it. You know, you gonna have to You know, I look at some of my mentors or certain people that I looked up to. They all like drowned themselves into what they became. It was like, from when you hear the stories, just use Kobe Bryant. When you hear the stories, it seemed like he never had no time for fun, or never no time for, like, I don't want to say his family because his kids loved him, but he just never had no time because he put all of his time into basketball. And I see why he was the great, or one of the greats. So I would feel like if you put all your time into something, there's no way you could not be great. I've never seen a person that put in 100% lose, you know? So that's just all I have to say today. And I will want to let you know whatever you have on your mind that you inspired by, start it today. Start it today. Go get a book, get a notebook, go get a book in your field. Look, I'm not even promoting this, but you know what I'm saying? It's just so I can be more understanding about YouTube, so I can get a feel of what I'm doing. But go immerse yourself into whatever you want to be in life. You know, let's just take this serious. You know, and with that said, I am forever with you. And hey, we back on episode 2, and I want you to hit that link, subscribe, that all that. You know what I'm saying? Look out for your boy. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get better as we go. But hey, this episode 2, I am forever with you. Peace.